Hello everyone, my name's Brian and welcome back to Aetherfall. In our last video, we covered the prologue and first chapter of the game's main questline. Today, we continue along with our protagonist, as they search for answers for the missing memories in the quiet village of Andertown. As you and Connery move through the forest, you may begin to see a large structure in the distance. You'll begin to realize that Andertown isn't an ordinary village, but instead is built into and under a giant satellite dish array. To accompany this view, the music changes, indicating the monumentous sight you're witnessing. I chose for Andertown to have this awe-inspiring atmosphere for several reasons. The first is just that, to inspire awe within the player. Up until this point, there haven't been super stunning moments that show what the game is visually capable of. The second reason is to establish that there is some advanced technology in this game, as up to this point, a first-time player may think Aldera's technology is in the mid-14 or 1500s. The structures instantly give the player a natural target to explore. Asking Connery what he knows about the giant structure, he'll recall that the legends explain how people use the array to speak with the binary old gods, Luceli and Inferberus, two deities who we'll learn about later. You'll notice that the town is bustling upon entering, and seems almost chaotic in nature. With many people moving around and gathering materials, a man and a woman approach you and Connery. The man will ask how you're feeling and introduce himself as Theodore, and the woman next to him is Luna. Theo is a resident of Andertown, and is its unofficial leader, while Luna was a survivor of the shipwreck. The two of them have been coordinating with the residents of Andertown to set up temporary living conditions. The two will ask what you remember from the previous night, if anything, as they're piecing together what everyone's knowledge was of the incident. By either strange or sinister methods, everyone's memory has been effectively wiped, and so no one knows anything that happened, and only has a vague knowledge about themselves. After providing a variety of details or lying about what you saw, Theo will ask what you're good at to get a feel on what you could do around town. This will be a list of questions to determine what the player's best major and minor skills are, as well as some major and minor weaknesses. For example, a question could be, do you think you're skilled at any crafting materials? To which the player could reply they're good at forgery, good at incantations, or good at chemistry, which are warrior, magic, and rogue traits respectively. You'll also have the opportunity to say you're balanced between the three skills for a jack-of-all-trades approach, or say you're not very good at anything if you want a greater challenge. These questions will continue until the player has fully fleshed out their skills, and as you answer each one, you'll receive comments from both Luna and Theo. Theo comes off as a charismatic yet unsure leader, in his mid-30s. Luna comes off as a more reserved and tactical person, but is still kind and caring. She seems to be in her 40s and is coordinating the medical efforts between everybody. You'll be given the option to either assume control or let Theo and Luna continue in their roles. As you talk with these two, a large robot named MK will approach Connery, and the two will catch up like old friends. Connery will introduce you to MK, who is a joyful innocence to its personality. Connery will explain how he found the robot many years ago when he was a traveler, and it was torn apart and seemingly derelict. Connery brought the machine back to Andertown and worked on reviving it with his wife. He describes MK as a gentle giant who loves painting. Finishing these introductions, you can now explore Andertown in its entirety, being shown where you can sleep, get drinks, and buy supplies, as well as exploring the satellite dishes themselves. After a bit of time, everyone will meet in the central yard of the main satellite array. The time has come to figure out how to regain everyone's memory. You'll have the option to lead this meeting, or Theo can run it if you so choose. The survivors are scattered to say the least. There's a lot of confusion amongst everyone about what's going on. Andertown residents are unsure about letting these unknowns, as they've taken to calling them, encroach on their land. while the unknowns are generally confused about just about everything. You, Connery, Theo, and Luna will have to work to dispel the tensions before they rise too high. After easing everyone's minds, at least for the time being, Connery will mention that the best course of action may be asking nearby towns if they noticed anything odd from the previous night. Theo will ask for volunteers to head out to these locations. 3 unknowns will volunteer: Aurora, Rex, and Yoni. You'll have the opportunity to either volunteer yourself, or Connery will personally ask you to do so, citing your skills of dealing with the deer and the thief. There's 3 towns to choose from, each about a day away. 2 are along the coast, and 1 is high up in the mountains with a bird's-eye view of the water. Once again, you'll have a choice. Since there are 3 other volunteers and 3 towns to visit, you'll have to decide between which of the 3 you wish to journey with. At a glance, Aurora is an energetic young woman, Rex is a no-nonsense strongman, and Yoni is a reserved, antisocial teenage boy. Besides venturing off to one of the towns, the option to hold off and work around Andertown is available. Whatever you choose, Theo will help you get geared up, including weapons and teaching some basic spells. Once you're ready to head out, you can go off with Aurora, Rex, or Yoni and continue searching for the truth. And with that, Chapter 2 and this video concludes. So, what does everyone think? We've now been introduced to the first marked location within the game, and some of its shops and characters. As usual, make sure to comment if you have any thoughts, any questions, any concerns, and follow to keep up with the channel. This has been Ryan, and I hope to see you all for Chapter 3. Until then, bye for now.